Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zack.
We're back with The Bad Batch, Season 2, Episode 2. Zack, last time, we went back to Sereno.
We did. Dooku's home planet.
Yeah, to get the war chest. At first I thought it was like an umbrella term to describe like, okay, like we're going to get some of his riches. But then they described like, they made it seem like, well, that's a war chest and this is a war, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that the idea was that the war chest is like all the spoils of war. Like
but
he lost the Separatists lost the war.
Yeah.
They're going back to the leader of the Separatists.
Yeah.
And taking everything that he had advantageously, garnered from the war.
I imagine so much of that's also, I mean, the counts of Sereno were all rich. You know,
Yeah.
The whole family, his whole family was there. I wonder if he talked to them when he was there.
Like, who would he talk to then? Like, there had not have been anybody left.
Brothers, sisters.
Maybe they never discussed anyone he had that close to those. So maybe he was kind of an only child. Oh, they had more, and he was never close to them. He's part of the Jedi Order.
Yeah, you're right. So I guess if he's raised as a Jedi, he wouldn't have even known them.
Yeah. So the idea is like with Dooku, we had a brother, but the eldest brother, but he's a Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, no one would have known him. So they have.
That's probably what Uncle Owen thought. But now we're free falling, hoping the thrusters kick in. Guys, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon to see our full length uncut reactions. If you watch it, come back here for our post talk. Let's jump in. Editing or filming that day, working still.
Very wholesome.
Don't worry, the re-entry thrusters should engage soon.
If they don't.
Told ya.
Other than not being able to steer or control where we land, I would say this is going well.
Not all of them. Our way out is down.
My calculations have us crashing towards the upper forest region of the planet.
Crashing?
That looks like too hard of a landing, man.
Well, it's not meant for people.
We are alive, but where we are, I am not fully certain.
The Empire's gonna come looking for their containers. And for us.
Get out of sight and lay low. Once we get to the Marauder, we'll come for you.
Roger that.
Does subtitle say, "Will time for you"?
What's happening?
Will the thrusters just kick back on, I wonder? Or if it's only atmosphere re-entry?
I would imagine it's probably
Can it tell the
so much
difference?
free fall.
Okay. Yeah, it's still in that.
Oh, great.
What do you see out there?
We still haven't landed.
Yeah, where you at?
Sit rep. The containers are scattered throughout the upper forest region. Redirect our topside forces. Monitor all comm channels and bring a shuttle. Yes, sir.
Think of Metal Gear Solid if you were, every time you ever discovered, that's what they did. They actually try to find you.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
This mission has been eventful.
That's how they can make a good movie out of it.
Yeah. When a movie, they can't think, oh, it must be nothing.
Everyone, we like getting old, man.
Yeah.
They're setting up a perimeter. Like that'll stop us. They know our forces are split. They'll monitor comm channels.
We're being followed.
I think we're being watched.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Don't move.
I mean no harm.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Ah,
here?
yeah.
I live here. The name's Romar.
He could be working for the Empire.
Me? Aren't you working for the Empire?
We do not have time to debate this.
Where's the nearest place to take shelter?
Well, it's a little hard to think with her pointing that thing at me.
Not a sign of the thieves, but we did intercept a coded transmission. Then the ones in the cargo survived the crash. Sir, we have the city perimeter secured. Commence the radial sweep. We'll box in these rogues.
It's rogues.
Just leave them alone.
We're gonna need to break through their ranks. How many explosives do you have? Nothing will do any damage. Just a couple of smoke bombs. 10 o'clock. Oh, old Separatist tanks.
Let's head back to the container and get as much of the war chest as we can.
No, it's too dangerous. Troopers could already be at the crash site.
But we can't leave empty-handed. We have to complete the mission.
Guess you're more like those other clones than you think. I'd stay away from that cursed war chest if I were you.
But we need it.
His quest for power is why our city is now buried in rubble.
Well, we'll help you get it back. There's enough in that container for all of us.
I want none of it. Let the Empire take it. The sooner they're gone, the better. And the same goes for you.
It's not too late. We can still scout the site to see if it's clear.
Negative. Your mission is to keep an eye on the old man.
Roger.
Roger, roger.
Thanks for the ride.
It's a nice little battle scene. Oh shit.
I have a visual on the targets.
Like kaleidoscope.
Yeah, it was exactly like one.
There are jewels in here?
It's a toy. Makes you happy. And believe me, that is worth more than any jewel.
I don't know.
I get that. I get both sides.
Yeah.
I am simply stating that without... What are you doing with a Model 2 data core?
This here contains a fragment of my people's history. Our culture, art, music, memories.
A separatist archive. Oh, I can handle that.
Never thought of that, huh? Truly a fucking soldier.
There. Your data has been restored.
You did it. You... you actually did it.
Well, of course I did.
It's pretty to think of him being a version of Tamir Morrison sometimes, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the maker?
My repelling cable's gone.
I suspect she went after the war chest.
What's that old guy's name? With the mustache.
Which one?
He's always in westerns. He was in a movie.
Oh, Sam Elliott.
Yeah. I have a Sam Elliott could play a live action version of him.
Scanning another container dead ahead. Stay alert.
When you have these clones, and some are probably conscripted guys, they're very efficient at like branching out and boxing things in, you know?
Troopers out there. We have to go.
Like a
I haven't seen that movie in so fucking long. I probably haven't seen that movie in 8 years.
The intruders are retreating to
It's
the
good.
eastern ridge.
Still
I know,
really,
I know it's good.
Yeah.
Support.
Yes, sir.
Maybe
I'm gonna
take,
blow up the tree.
like maybe take your weapon off stun if he's going to shoot that too, you know? But the stun, it might just be a better weapon to shoot because the way it gets
I don't
wider.
know. I think it's because, to me, it's because they're the good guys.
Yeah.
That's why they're shooting stun.
Oh yeah, they want to kill as very few of their brothers. It's kind of been their
I
thing.
know the Wrecker's firing off his fucking rocket.
That's,
You know what I mean?
That's where I think the logic's messed up. You can just say, well, he's Wrecker, he shoots explosive things, but
These guys off our tail.
God damn.
oh no.
He's dead. Zip it up.
Hurry. This whole base is gonna go.
I can get it back. I have to.
Go.
Like an asshole.
I really thought she would use force the first time I watched this.
Heard blaster fire. Thought you might need some help. And I was right.
Well,
Omega,
the late Walter Frey. I'm gonna call him that because he was always late to help this guy. I can't remember what it is when you're mountain climbing and you get to a place where you can't go up or down. That's what essentially they were at.
Like an impasse.
It's literally an impasse, but it calls something for rock climbing. I did see this video of this old guy. He was like 100 years old, not like 90, 100, and he was running like a good jog, like a sprint for him. It was knees high, and he was going. Yeah.
We made the right choice, Omega. I'd do it all again. As of now, we've recovered 85% of the war chest. But I'll chase that number to perfection, sir.
Everyone calls it the war
failure
chest.
to ensure the transfer of
Like,
the
would everyone
scrolls
use that
is why
word?
I am here. I've come to address some inaccuracies in your mission report.
I had visual confirmation on 2 of them. They're alive.
I see. If Governor Tarkin were to learn of my misstep, then I would be at risk. And that cannot happen. Which is why a new report will be submitted. One void of any mention of Clone Force 99.
I will not falsify an official report.
I understand. I will.
Such a fucking douchebag.
It's a little 2-episode arc-ish. What'd you think?
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. I like going to Sereno. I liked, we knew stuff in the books that the Counts of Sereno, they were all smart, but they all exploited the people.
Oh, yeah, you have wealth, then you're going to have access to time.
Yeah.
And time allows you advantage of educating yourself and bettering yourself.
Yeah, and in the case of the Counts, at least, if I remember correctly, they kind of did what the chick from The Mandalorian did. I can't remember her name. They had the backstory on her.
Or no, granddaughter.
Yeah, they
Granddaughter, right?
Granddaughter, yeah. They kind of created all these jobs. They cornered the market, and then they kind of...
Find it, but yeah.
Yeah, they kind of created a situation where the people had to work for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's like any lord, like any leader of any civilization has ever done.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this episode quite a bit. I enjoyed the arc. I enjoyed going back to Sereno.
It was a different type of story, too.
What is, you come back around, like, full circle to Rampart, and just now it's really kind of spotlighting the fact that he had some oversights. I'm not going to call him inept, but he had some oversights.
I think it's, if I were him, I would safely assume that they all died. But yeah, Rampart, I think the idea is he's kind of scared of Tarkin.
Yeah, and that makes sense. He's scared of the system.
Yeah,
and
but he's also a part of it, too.
And like these power structures.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times these people get in these positions and they're so fearful of the repercussions.
Yeah.
That they only want to give good news.
Yeah.
Like, I would imagine you'd want a government that's efficient. Efficiency.
Yeah.
Power cannot be jealous.
Yeah, in this particular universe, like especially the way it went down, I don't know if people feel that way about the Emperor. Maybe Tarkin does. He believes in the system, and he believes this is the better way.
The way it's presented in fiction and the way it's presented here seems as though
that's what you said it was. It's based on fear. Like,
yeah, the kids feeling expectations.
Well, it's unfortunate she heard that conversation. And
yes.
Echo did say that, but he did mean we're living a particular type of way because we're trying to protect her, and we could be... Like, what do you think he wants Hunter to do?
He wants them to aid in the rebellion against the Empire.
Exactly. So he's feeling convicted now that we need to... We've seen what the Empire's doing. They are becoming this totalitarian piece of shit government, and we need to fight back. But Hunter still just feels like, okay, we need to get off the grid. We need to be what we can be and help Omega.
Yeah.
So, and the Omega heard, obviously, the first part.
Yeah,
and
no, I agree. And
if I was hurt, I heard that too. I'd feel like guilty.
Well, kids especially do.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of myself. I'm divorced. Like, it just reminds me of kids' expectations in terms of when they're put in situations of extremes.
Yeah.
And they tend to saddle themselves. I know that from experience just in the childhood I grew up in, that you take on certain aspects of that in the scenario, even if you don't really have any part in it and have no control over it. You end up taking certain responsibilities upon yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with her...
Yeah, she took the responsibility of going out there and getting the war chest. Everyone calls it the war chest.
I love the word. I love the term.
Me too, but then like the Empire's calling it a war chest also. It's like, I wonder if they'd call it something else. Like they might just call it assets. They might...
Yeah, assets.
Yeah.
You think the war chest. The war chest, the war chest.
I know. They use way too many times.
The war chest.
Lucasfilm used it way too many times there.
I get it. But either way, it was great. I liked Romar.
Me too.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, me too.
I like him handing on the kaleidoscope.
Well, when Star Wars can, when they can introduce like Ben Kenobi when we first meet him, I think Dex from Dexter's Diner, but like kind of these wise old guys, and they kind of ground the show, and they give it like this. They have the kind of like old kind of wisdom.
It's not like sage wisdom like Yoda.
No, it's not. It's like not like Yoda. But yeah, those type of characters,
No, there's a salt of the earth wisdom there.
Yeah.
Like you don't have prophetic wisdom.
Yeah,
That you have like these guys that just have been around.
Yeah, they're just
They
around.
know.
They're older, and for his, he just felt like a sweet old guy who was behind. And
Like, he felt like a grandfather.
Yeah,
he was
he's-
reminding a grandchild. Like, look, you have these expectations that are foisted upon you. Mm-hmm. Remember to have fun.
yeah,
Be happy.
Yeah, the kaleidoscope. It was kind of had that dirty, kind of used up look. It was kind of cool because now we are not in the Republic anymore. Like they made an effort to make everything look dirtier too in the show. When you're watching the old trilogy, everything looks like a relic, except when you get inside the Empire, everything's black and white. Everything's surgical. It's kind of ugly. Yeah, I mean, like there's no more culture.
I think it was cool, but yeah, I get it.
Well, yeah, they designed it to be cultureless, lifeless. You know, but there's a coolness to it. Poor Wilco. I don't like how he died.
I like
But
he made
it,
a stance.
it was a cool moment. It was just one of those things to where I know it was a chip, obviously, but I would have liked. You see some of these clones make a stand. Mm-hmm. It just it had to have been the chip, because if not, I think most of them would not have followed Order 66
No, they wouldn't have.
because they were too loyal to the Jedi. Yeah, I mean,
They were, and like you see, like also their loyalty to their convictions. Like they have conviction.
yeah,
There
like
are people with
he was
conviction.
convicted to not falsify a report.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to falsify an official report. And even though, yeah, he knew it was Clone Force 99.
Yeah.
He knew he was hunting them down. He knew what he was doing. He recognized what was kind of dishonorable and like about Rampart's character
Yeah.
and what he wanted to do and what he was trying to do. So
Yeah.
it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I liked Wilco. I mean, I didn't like what he did, but I liked who he was.
And if you guys don't want to wait, like we have to wait, check us out on Patreon for early access. Bye-bye.